First of all, be in shape. I'm not saying to be intimidating or anything, but just have a good physique, have a presence. So when you walk into the room, people know that this guy takes himself seriously. He's not playing around. So when you walk in, you have a good body language, you have a good posture, you're walking around confident, looking at people in the eye. This is what's gonna assert your dominance in the room when you walk in. And we all started from a place of insecurity. When I first started going to the gym, I did not know what I was doing. I was really skinny, but I knew instinctively that I wanted to put on muscle. I thought that this is gonna help me, and it did help me, but there are a lot of other things that I'm gonna get to in this video where if you work on, people are gonna respect you more and more. But being present and having a physique, this is gonna set you apart, because we are, and I don't want to be really blunt about it, but we're like animals, and in the animal kingdom, the bigger you are, the more dominant you are. So other animals are scared of you. This is rooted in our human DNA. If you think about it, the more jacked you are, this is the only thing that you have in your control. If you're not suffering from any illness or anything, you can build muscle. You can add 10 to 15 kg to your frame, and it's gonna help you a lot. 15 kg of pure muscle. This is gonna ultimately boost your confidence and self-esteem. So wherever you are, people are gonna notice that. They're gonna know subconsciously that this guy has been disciplined. This guy takes himself seriously. He takes care of his nutrition. The second point is to stay away from stupid activities. Stupid activities are smoking, drinking alcohol, taking drugs, like anything that deceives your perception of reality. You wanna stay away from it, because why are you escaping your reality? So ask yourself deeper questions, man. Everything that you're doing serves a purpose. So if I'm taking any action, it needs to have a positive impact on my life. So why would I put poison, inject willingly poison in my system just for the sake of getting a buzz or looking cool or fitting in with other people? When I was younger, I thought that the more I would smoke, the more I would drink alcohol, this would make me stronger. Like, other people are gonna perceive me as this guy is an adult, he can do whatever he wants and shit like that. I thought it meant independence. It meant that this guy is a rebel. But right now, 10 years later, when I was 18 versus when I'm 28 right now, I see it in the complete opposite way. I see young guys sucking on vape pens that are filled with chemicals that they do not know what the impact of these chemicals are going to be on their bodies and on their systems on the long term. But regardless, they still do it. They still indulge in it, and it's a shame. I'm not out here preaching for you to go and disconnect and live in nature all by yourself like a real life monk, but what I'm saying is that there are signs, there are things that you need to stay away from, because the negatives outweigh the positives in them, and I think smoking and drinking is one of them. So the more control over your mind you have, the better your decisions are. You're gonna have a clearer, a sharper mind even the next day in the morning. If you get sick, you won't get that sick compared if you're, for example, chain smoking every day. You get a cold, it's gonna impact you, it's gonna hurt you. But the more you can just dial in all of these vices and have them under your control, not go overboard with them, this is what separates a man that respects himself from an idiot that's just living life. The third point is the way that you speak and you communicate, the way that you bring your thoughts into reality. This has a huge impact on how other people see you and treat you. You have to pick your words wisely, and I would advise you to read the dictionary. I know this might sound boring, but learning new words, there are a lot of words in your language and languages that you might know or speak that are completely unknown to you. So for example, when you're talking, you want to be able to articulate greatly. Why do you think that the best public speakers are the ones that get their points across, but they do it in such a unique and beautiful way that it impacts you, that it makes you want to take action? They have actually crafted their vocabulary with words that they have assimilated from just being pure intellectuals, from reading more, from working on their minds. Like, spending time with yourself, it helps you be much more enlightened, and it allows you to create this bond, this healthy relationship with yourself, that you are eager to share yourself with the world. You no longer want to hide, and that's what separates a person that is respected from a guy that is just existing in his field. Which brings me to the fourth point. It's to be great in what you're doing. No matter how mundane you feel your life is, no matter how boring the tasks that you are doing are, aim on being the best person at them. If you collect trash, tell yourself, I'm gonna be the best trash collector in this city, in this country. This is how you're gonna be able to aim for greatness. This mindset that I want to be the best in what I'm doing. And I'm not doing this because I'm competing with other people. I'm doing this because this is what feels right. If I'm showing up on time, if I'm being disciplined, I'm not waiting for other people to clap for me, to cheer me on, and to tap me on the back and tell me, hey, Claude, you're doing a great job. I'm doing it for myself because I know that this is what's right for me. If I do not do this, I'm gonna feel like there's something missing in my life. There's something that I wasn't able to keep the promises that I have made for myself. And this hurts so much more than not being respected from other people. So instead of looking for validation from other people, try to get validation from yourself. Be your own best friend. And this is something that you build from loneliness, from spending a lot of time alone. You see, loneliness might be a problem for you right now. You might think that nobody wants to be my friend. I feel like I'm always the odd one out. Nobody wants to hit my phone up. If I open up my WhatsApp, I rarely get any messages from anyone. And that's completely fine. I used to be in the exact same situation. I used to think that if people do not talk to me, then it means I'm a loser. It means that I am not worthy of having connection with other people. Then I took all of these feelings, these emotions, which I'm gonna get into in the next point. I took them and I used them for my own advantage. I've spent time with myself, and that's what I urge you to do. Spend more time with you instead of looking for what other people are waiting or expecting from you. Be your own boss. Tell yourself, today I'm gonna go for a run, and actually do it. And that's how your life is gonna change. That's how you will build respect for yourself, and then you'll be able to share yourself with the world. And because I've talked about emotions, I also wanted to slip this in, even though I did not plan it in advance. But what makes you respected from other people is to be a stone, to be a person that is reliable and not show your emotions. I know not a lot of people might agree with me on this, but hear me out. If you want to look at respect in general, it's rooted in fear. Think about the principal in the school you used to go to, or in the school that you're going to right now. The principal has his aura. When he walks in, when he talks, when he calls your name, you're always shocked, you're scared, you do not know what to do. You want to just be as tense as possible. And that's what respect really is. It's rooted in fear, but you don't want to just push it to its extreme and be this guy that other people are scared of. I'm saying to take some elements from it. Take this coldness, this rigidness, and be able to execute regardless on how you feel. If you feel tired or you feel sad, these are all emotions that come and go. The only thing that stays is you being proud of yourself. And the more action I take, the more proud of myself I am, and the more the people around me respect me. I've read this quote on Instagram the other day which said, as a man, nobody cares how you feel, they only care about how useful you are. And this is exactly what this is right now. I'm not saying to be completely out of emotions. Of course, if you're trying to love someone, or if you're trying to get into a relationship or get married, you gotta have some sort of emotions towards your wife and future children, but they need to know that deep down inside, dad is the guy that is always there, that he shows up even if it's snowing, even if it's raining, and he gets shit done no matter what. So that's the mindset that you need to cultivate, and then you'll be running automatically in life. You do this shit without even thinking about it. But I just wanted to make a video and to just touch on these points, because the longer I've done these things, the better I felt about myself, and the more I feel like I am valuable in my environment. If it's at work, if it's in my family life, if it's in what I'm trying to work towards with my friends, with no matter where I am. And I'm not saying this to feel better about myself or from a point of arrogance, but I've been down for such a long time in my younger years that right now I have completely switched my ways 180 degrees, and if I can do it, anything is possible. It's just about the way that you are perceiving yourself and the work that you have put in on yourself in the background when nobody was watching you. So I really hope this video helps you out, man, on your journey. If you got anything that you want to share with me, write it down in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.